Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to this morning yoga class to wake up flexibility in the shoulders. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, let me know how it's going for you. And if you want to practice with me deeper, I'd always invite you to join my online channel, Omstars, where there are live classes and all sorts of fun stuff. So if you're ready for this practice, let's get started. In a comfortable seated position, close the eyes. Let's bring the hands together, a long, deep breath in. As you exhale, let's softly open the eyes, and we're ready to begin. Fingertips out to the side. Arms out to a T shape, and I want you to extend from the shoulders. Let's just wake up the shoulders here. And we'll hold for 1, keep it easy, 2, 3, separate the shoulder blades and get a nice stretch through the elbow all the way out to the fingers, 4, almost there, 5. Now let's roll the shoulders. We'll go through some shoulder rolls. Kind of keep a medium-sized circle for right now. And try to get the full range of motion. That's good. We'll do 2 more. Let the movement come from inside the shoulder joint. And then reverse direction. Good. Massaging the shoulder joint with this light range of motion, a medium-sized circle, not too small, not too big. Good, we'll do 2 more. Last one, and then back out to a T shape, and I want you to reach, 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 reach. Nice, and then exhale, let's drop it down. We're gonna roll the shoulders back, just give a little easy movement here in the other direction. Very good. Okay, now let's isolate the movement of external rotation in the shoulder. This is not very easy, but it is something that can really help us gain more flexibility and awareness inside of the shoulder. And we store so much tension in the sort of head, neck, and shoulder region. So getting a good external rotation will help you relax and release the muscles of the shoulders as well. So now we're going to interlace the fingers. And then inhale, elbows reach towards your temples or towards the very kind of top of the hairline. And then I would like you to pop the chest a little bit forward, and then we roll the chest a little bit in. And so we're just recruiting a little bit of upper back mobility, so we get the feeling of, ooh, I can move the whole spine. Nice, and we'll do that one more time, and just kind of getting an undulation through the spine, and we reach that maximum pivot. Feel that the chest reaches up and forward, and now here's where we get into a little bit of shoulder mobility. I'd like you to slide, or a little more shoulder mobility. I'd like you to slide your head through the arms, and then gently squeeze the head with the elbows, while we still lift the center of the chest up, and we'll hold for 1, 2, it's surprisingly difficult. Your back muscles are involved. 3, 4, we're almost there. 5, and now try to do little pulses, like we just gently reach the elbows away from the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's surprisingly hard. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold and lift. Reach and lift and exhale. We drop it down. Nice. Now let's come forward into the puppy pose. So I'd like you to walk your feet back, and then we'll take the palms and place them on the ground and the hands close together, the fingernails towards each other. Externally rotate the shoulders so you get the feeling of the shoulders roll out, and then let's just glide the head towards the mat and make sure there's enough space so that the shoulder kind of gets a little bit of a weight to press it down. And we'll come up onto the fingertips. And this just gives a little more encouragement of the armpit to release towards the ground. And we'll stay here for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, inhale, come up. Let's grab 1 yoga block, set up 1 block. If you don't have a block, you can do this while holding onto a chair, or you can just grab a big book or a couple pillows or something like that. And then let's externally rotate, and again, maybe you want to scoot back a little bit, and again, the head, and then rest. And in this variation, you might explore potentially putting your chest on the ground. If that's too much, just aim the head back to the ground, and we'll stay for 1, 2, keep it active with the shoulders so they're strengthening while stretching. 3, 4, and to come out of this one, I want you to scoot the thighs back and then reach over. Let's find that other block. Stack the block up. All right, so now let's come on up, walk forward. Be careful with this one because it's quite a high distance. So I want you to have a big breath in, feel the shoulders. This is not a game or a competition. In fact, you could return to this practice regularly to experience more release in the shoulder. You know, it's not kind of one and done. External rotation and then slide back. So notice in this version, my hips are a little more closed because I want to control the weight distribution a little bit more. Wait for your forehead to touch the ground and then take 3 breaths there. Make sure you're comfortable. If you're finding that this is kind of maximum challenge, then don't progress to the next option. But there is the option to, again, think about the chest reaching towards the ground, kind of getting shoulder mobility beyond the vertical axis, and we'll stay here. 3, this is really good for back bends. 4, we're almost there. 5, okay, let's come on up. That was a lot. I'm aware that that was a lot. Let's come on and push those blocks over to the side. All right. Now we're going to take the elbows down. Taking the elbows down will allow you to explore the dolphin pose. And dolphin for flexibility in the shoulders is very helpful. First, let's walk the knees a little bit back. And then let's just kind of get the feeling of how to work the flexibility. And then come forward. Then let's work how to work the flexibility. Good. So we bring the shoulders forward, and then we bring them back. Okay. Now, it's going to be dolphin's a little difficult, so be prepared. It's a little challenging, all right? Inhale, we come up. If you don't have lots of forward bend flexibility, you can bend the knees, and then shift back into the shoulders, and then shift forward. If you have lots of forward bend flexibility, then keep your legs straight, keeping them bent. Sometimes we even give you a little more out of the movement in the shoulder, and then come forward. We'll do 2 more times. Go through the shoulder, maybe straighten, and then bring it forward. Let's do last one. You could explore the straight, and let's hold. 1. Dolphin for flexibility is challenging, so this is very difficult. Be aware of the difficulty. 4, last one, and 5. Exhale, let's sink the knees down. Now, we're going to go in the opposite direction because we can't just do only one type of rotation. So this next movement is potentially better supported with a pillow, but let's give it a try with some support of the blocks. It might be a little pinchy. If you have a pillow, I can recommend that the next movement maybe would be slightly nicer with a pillow. So I'd like you to find your upper back support on the pillow or on the blocks, and then we're going to glide the hands back. So we're walking back. And you'll notice this is internal rotation. So I'd like you to just find the support. If you have a bolster or a pillow, probably rest your head back. But if we're on the blocks, it's not going to be super comfy, and that's okay. So it's just 5 breaths. And we're going to extend the legs, and we'll hold. 1. And kind of try to roll the shoulder forward. And the reason that we have this object behind the chest is that we're trying to prevent the chest from collapsing forward, all right? And it's okay if you feel a little stretch in the elbow. That's a little extra. All right, we'll stay 2 more breaths. And I'll get that internal rotation. Nice, let's do 1 more breath. And bend the knees. You can stay for a moment. And then lift yourself all the way off. Good, let's move those over to the side. We're almost done. Let's go ahead and roll the spine down. And then we're moving in the opposite direction. So we're going to lie down with the sacrum on the ground and then thread the right arm on top of the left. Kind of now creating support structure for the front and release along the back edges of the shoulders, the upper back. Just 2 more breaths. Coming back to kind of a safe, happy space after those peak external rotations of the shoulder. And then let's switch. Good, and this feels like, again, a warm kind of embrace. And we may still feel some intense kind of stretching, burning sensations around the outer bands of the shoulder. That's okay. Let's go for one more breath. Good. And then just let the hands drape down for a moment. Roll the knees over to the side and let's come all the way back up. Feel that openness in the shoulder once more. Allow that to kind of really energize you throughout the day and throughout your yoga practice. Let's close the eyes. We'll bring the hands together. A long, deep breath in. As you exhale, let's softly open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with love.